Saturday night and a matchup worthy of prime time in our coverage of EA Sports college football. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here's a guy, if you throw it in his general vicinity, he's going to pull it down. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the powerful. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
They give it to him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will house it. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. And here comes the big tight end, Toby Payne. He's been a really good complementary piece to this passing attack. First play of this drive. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Tells to fake. Fires to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grab near the marker. It's Ellington. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Trying to establish the run. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. 2nd and long here. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grabs it in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes a grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Snap in the shotgun. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Fires left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Boston. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the catch at the 10. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out.
And he's still running after the move. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The run inside. It's Boston. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Can't get him to the ground. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Shakes off the defender. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Just feeds the running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Left side is Norton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll try the right side. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand it to the back. All over.
Lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy.
He's living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Norton. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Boston.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. Defenders have to know. I know you want to hit the quarterback. You have to pull up. They get hit with the roughing the passer, and it's a fresh set of downs for the offense. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Those holding calls when you're just into plus territory, man, those are costly at 2nd and long. Rushes on. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. Working the ground game. Turning it on. They make the stop, but a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. This time they'll throw it. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Look out! Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Boston. Defense all over him.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Right side, it's Payne. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the back. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their third of the day. They're number 1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. The short hands, it's Gore. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Selling the fake. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Gore. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. They're all over him. Got his man to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Rush right in his face. Upstairs, he's got it. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the #1 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hoosiers in a little bit of hot water right now. They're down. I know we haven't even hit halftime, but anytime the #1 team in the country is losing, that's headline news. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The give to the left. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Working that left side now. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. Quick give. Runs through the tackle. Enough to move the chains. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Works the middle of the field. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that.
Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They put the brakes on it.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Go straight ahead. Swamped immediately.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll run the counter. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. From the gun, looking for a man. Finds his target down the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's got it. love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Wants to throw on first. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Just got rid of that one.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Pulled it, finds his man on the left.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play. Makes
the grab. It's Payne. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Takes a hit as he fires. This time he's got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The give as they work on that clock. He's past the marker. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the single back. At the 45, just keeps moving. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect.
A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Throws toward the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get
second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to